7:30 on time. That's kind of unusual for this radio show, but it is at this time for over 10 years now. We have presented every Wednesday, Ask the Lawyer with Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. I've got a question sitting in front of me. Maybe it's the one you submitted. We'll find out here in just a moment. And if you'd like to submit a question about the law to get some answers from Bruce, I'll tell you how to go about that in just a quick second. But first, would you please help me welcome Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Good morning, Bruce.
Hey, good morning, Todd. How are you doing this beautiful morning?
Excellent. How about you?
Oh, I couldn't be better. We're in heaven.
That's true. I mean, this weather's about as good as it's going to get, and the hot stuff is going to be here before we know it, so you should get out and enjoy it, in my opinion.
I agree. Enjoy it while you can.
Yeah. If you can, too, because not while, but if you can. I'm thinking about this particular victim that we have here that's been hurt, and I thought maybe you could weigh in and give some assistance.
Oh, I'd love to be able to help.
The email reads as follows, says, my niece, who has lived with me for the last 2 years, was riding her motorcycle down US 41 in Port Charlotte when a distracted driver on their cell phone pulled out from a side street into her path. She struck the car, was taken to the hospital where she had to undergo emergency hip surgery. Unfortunately, the negligent driver didn't have insurance. To make matters worse, my niece was also uninsured despite my repeated requests she obtain coverage. I had recently purchased insurance with stacking uninsured motorists on all my vehicles and urged her to do the same. Is she out of luck, or can you ask the lawyer? The medical bills are enormous. This is something we talk about fairly frequently with regard to the uninsured motorists that are all around us, right, Bruce?
Yes, sir. Fortunately, this young lady is in luck because she is a resident relative of someone who has stacking uninsured motorist coverage.
Okay.
So she is entitled to claim against the total of all the stacking coverage that the household has. And that will help her pay all her medical bills in the past and in the future. It will help her pay for pain and suffering in the past and future. And it will do the best to try and help make her whole again.
Okay. Well, that's good. And it doesn't matter that she's a niece and not a daughter. It doesn't have to be like a first-degree relative or something, huh?
So as long as she's a resident relative, and you're correct. A niece would fit in that category.
Ooh, I'm breathing.
The only thing important to be careful of is with a situation like that, a lot of times the insurance company will have you fill out a form and ask who lives in your household. And it's very important to give them a full disclosure.
Gotcha. Well, I'm breathing a sigh of relief, and it's not even me that's impacted personally on this, but I feel for the young lady who had a hip surgery, which I imagine, I don't know, but I imagine anything hip surgery related would be pretty painful. Is she entitled to some pain and suffering, you think?
Yes, sir. She is entitled to pain and suffering and inconvenience and all the other intangible damages that are provided by the law.
Okay. Like you said, and the likelihood is his insurance company is going to push back on this. Really should get a professional in there to start working the case.
Absolutely. She should contact an experienced personal injury lawyer as soon as possible.
And it's also a cautionary tale about making sure that you are properly insured with stacking uninsured motorists. Because what is this statistic as far as uninsured motorists in Florida?
1 out of every 5 cars on the road have no insurance.
That's scary.
A lot of the other cars have minimum insurance.
Right. So that's important.
It is very important to protect yourself by purchasing stacking uninsured motorist coverage.
All right, Bruce. Always a positive outcome when we talk to you. Thank you so much for weighing in again this week.
It's my pleasure, Todd, and looking forward to your challenging question next Wednesday.
Take care now. Have a good one.
Thank you, Todd.
Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Bruce L. Scheiner, attorney for the injured. Now, if you've got a question you'd like to submit, it's as easy as going to this station's website and putting Bruce in the keyword search box. If you have an injury or somebody in your family, then why not just call the Port Charlotte office of Associates and Bruce L. Scheiner and get them working right away on the case. 941-743-7777. 941-743-7777. Be sure to tell them that Todd Matthews sent you. Kicks Country 92.9.